is Boxing Nation, and we back at it with another banger video. Today we're gonna be talking about the fight between Terence "The Bud" Crawford and David Avanesyan. Now, as all of you know, I already have Terence Crawford in this fight. I have Terence Crawford by knockout, maybe in the 3rd or 4th round. And if not, then he's gonna take him into deep waters, and he's gonna beat this guy senseless the entire night. I feel like David Avanesyan has a lot of flaws in his game. I know that Terence Crawford is coming to fight. Again, this fight's inside of his hometown, Omaha. So he's definitely gonna put on a show. I want you guys to let me know who you guys have in this fight. You have David Avanesyan, or do you have, I hope I'm saying his name right. Do you guys have David, or do you guys have Terence "The Bud" Crawford? And why? I think that this fight is going to be amazing, man. I think that it's nothing. I've been waiting for bigger fights to be made. Like, I want to see Terence "The Bud" Crawford versus Errol "The Truth" Spence, or Terence "The Bud" Crawford versus Keith Thurman. I want to see one of those fights. But as for now, I think David Avanesyan is a good challenger. And do I feel like he's going to bring the best out of Terence "The Bud" Crawford? No. But I feel like it's gonna be a good night of boxing. Like I said, you just know Terence "The Bud" Crawford is a very special fighter. There's only a couple fighters in the world who can really mess with Terence "The Bud" Crawford because of his skill level, his power, his ring IQ. Like, it's a lot that plays when you're dealing with someone like Terence "The Bud" Crawford. Terence "The Bud" Crawford can go in there and his styles make fights, and his style can go. He can slug with some of the best. I truthfully feel I don't even know who I have in the fight between Terence "The Bud" Crawford and Errol "The Truth" Spence anymore. At first I had Errol "The Truth" Spence all the way, but the way that I'm seeing Terence "The Bud" Crawford go after this fight, hunt this man down, and he's been saying, like, I've been doing everything that I can to make this fight. He's made it evident to everybody in the boxing world that he's done everything he can to make this fight with Errol "The Truth" Spence, and it wasn't happening. So he had to move on. He's getting a way bigger prize to fight David Avanesyan than he would to fight anybody else if it wasn't Errol "The Truth" Spence. He's getting a 10 mil guaranteed. So, man, I want you guys to just look into boxing before you start making these stale comments and all that type of stuff. But like I said, man, let me know who you guys think is going to win tonight. I'll let you guys know my prediction. I say 4th or 5th round knockout. And if not, he's going to take him to deep waters, and he's going to beat him senseless the entire night. So, I feel like if they continue, if Terence "The Bud" Crawford continues on the route that he's going, a lot of new doors are going to open for him. This fight between David Avanesyan, I feel like, I'm not trying to say that it's a tune-up fight, but it's kind of a tune-up fight for him to stay active. I think that Avanesyan brings a good, he brings a good night of boxing. I pray that Terence "The Bud" Crawford goes in there and just puts on a good show, have fun, and doesn't take this fight too seriously. Doesn't look like this fight was taken too personally during the face-offs and the weigh-ins, like all that. So it seemed like it's going to be just a good night of boxing, of them both showing their skills off and what they've been learning the past 6 weeks from camp. Like I said, comment who do you have. If you have Terence "The Bud" Crawford, comment that down below. If you have David Avanesyan, comment that down below, and why. This is before the fight. So I want you guys to let me know, who do you guys think is going to win. Terence "The Bud" Crawford is an amazing fighter. He's one of the best skill sets in boxing, hands down. I did a video about him a couple of months back, and I think you guys took what I said out of context. Like I said, I felt like he was gonna be a good. But between the fight between Errol "The Truth" Spence and Terence "The Bud" Crawford, I knew it was going to be an amazing fight. But I always lean towards Errol "The Truth" Spence because Errol "The Truth" Spence can box and he has power. On top of that, his ring IQ, his style is alone the problem. So it's like all of these things make for Errol True Spence to bring the best out of Terence the Bud Crawford. So that's why I said that. But in my opinion, I gave that Errol the True Spence will win the fight before. That's just my opinion. I don't know how I feel now. We're gonna see what Terence the Bud Crawford brings to the table when he fights David. Hopefully, a lot of other fighters start to wake up and want to fight him. And I heard that Terence the Bud Crawford may be moving up in weight to go and fight the Charlos. He wants to fight both of the Charlos because they've both been calling them out. But man, I think that these fights in boxing is going to be nothing short of amazing. I love how boxing is becoming more hyped up. How everybody's beginning to fight everybody. No one's scared of anybody, and that's what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for everyone to start picking off all of these other guys in the weight division, just making way for the new guys, right? So, like I said, let me know who you guys think is going to win. If you think David Avanesyan or you think Terence the Bud Crawford, let me know who you think and why. Comment that down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And don't forget, it's Boxing Nation. And we signing out, dude.